So we're going to do an exclusive live on air listening for you guys that want to get the EP. It comes out tomorrow. We're going to get a little, a little exclusive little sample here live on air. Can we do that? I appreciate you coming and letting us get this exclusive, by the way.
Right, we appreciate
it. All the way appreciate it.
Hey, look, I had to come here, man. Like, realistically, my whole project is dedicated to my brother and somebody who really, really believed in me, Kwame Kreku. So I really had to come here. I had to bring her here. It was just a matter of
we appreciate it.
And I was like, I probably like Carrie the most. so that's probably like the fact that I was like, all right, cool, And I figured that, like, all right, cool, I got like one female, and one guy.
There's a lot of guys on the network.
It'd be weird, like, to do like an R&B release with two dudes, right? Just sitting there talking. So basically, what you talking about on the project? Like, you know what? Like, I can't. I gotta find another way.
So the project, well, before we even get into the project, for the people that are hearing from you for the first time, meeting you for the first time, RIP TV, Fleet TV, and of course Live Hip Hop Daily, let the people know a little bit about you, your name, all that good stuff. Go through the whole spiel. Plug yourself in.
Rob 7 from?
My name is Rob 7 Robinson. Yeah. Rob 7 is just a flip on the name. So it's Rob 7 ROBSE 7EN. It's really, really simple. People make it complicated. I don't know why. But that's people, though, right? You gotta love them. I'm from Baltimore. Like, I grew up in Brooklyn, and then I moved to Baltimore. So Baltimore is kind of like home to me. Baltimore's a really rough place, though.
So everybody that isn't familiar with Baltimore, the DMV, when people hear Baltimore, they think about The Wire.
Right.
So is that what Baltimore looks like?
That's exactly.
I know it doesn't, but I'm asking you. Is that what Baltimore looks like?
Some parts.
Wow.
Some parts. To be honest, like there are certain parts of Baltimore that look like The Wire. There are certain parts of Baltimore that look like DC. Like when you go through DC, and Baltimore is very much a part of the DMV scene. So you got a lot of Baltimore artists coming out of the DMV scene. Scooter, YBS Scola on the radio now. He got that Shining joint that's on the radio. I love that song. Damon Blue, he's doing a lot. Gold Link and them. You got dudes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so you got Gold Link, Brent Fayez. Brent Fayez is from Baltimore. A bunch of these dudes like come out of the same scene. I tell people all the time, the DMV is next. Like everybody had their
some underground artists.
The DMV is
out there,
everybody had their
DMV is on point right now.
Like, everybody's had the time. Like New York was on for a minute, and New York just had a wave of artists that were just crazy. Atlanta had a wave of artists that were crazy. Cali's had a wave of artists, and that DMV area right now is just like surging with artists who are just killing right now. And it's really just a matter of time before everybody starts noticing that all of these people are within the same 150 miles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, oh, wait, all y'all from the same place?
Are they all from the DMV?
Because you look at all of our projects, and it's like features from everybody else. So you'd be like, oh, okay, so he's got YBS Scola and Damien Blue on the project, and then I'm on Damien Blue's project and then YBS Scola's project. You're like, oh, okay. So all of you niggas know each other, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, we live like less than 20 miles apart.
I grew up like down the street from these niggas. So a lot of these dudes, like I grew up like in the scene, like musically I grew up with them. Like as a person I didn't grow up with them, but like musically I've grown up with them. I've been doing this for like 7 years. So now I actually finally came to a place like this past couple of years where I finally realized who I was musically and where I fit into music. So if you listen to Frank Ocean and Jhené Aiko and then SZA and Daniel Caesar and Childish Gambino, you're gonna love my shit because like everything is like super like smooth and groovy and then lyrical at the same time. And it's like, cool, by all means, get high and listen to my project and, like fall in love at the end of it. Like, if you breed positivity and you love like people who love, then you're going to love my project. I talk about some dudes are not going to like my project because I'm calling them out on some shit. Like,
I don't know.
Talk about grown man business, and that's something that a lot of people don't really know anything about, right? But at the same time, like when you get to like 25 and shit like that, your parents start looking at you like, when are you gonna get your life together? like they start being like,
so it's about that time.
like how
yeah,
many,
no.
like a couple of my friends that are 30 and don't have kids, like their parents are looking at them like, when am I gonna have some
hold on.
kids?
Hey,
I feel attacked.
Right, exactly. You just like, hey, stop asking me the same question. Well, change it, fix it. So that's the type of shit that happens. Like when you get to that 25, 30, they like, when is you get a girlfriend? They're like, when is the wedding? We're like, hold on.
It's like you just met her yesterday.
We met like 2 weeks ago. Can I get a relationship going first? Can I get a relationship going? They be like, no. So that's where we exist. And for me, I think I talk a lot. I think I talk like a lot of like real shit when it comes to people. You can't really like. Nobody's safe. I'm a lot like Family Guy. Nobody is safe.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nobody is safe when it comes to like topics and like music. So if it's something wrong with something, we gonna talk about this shit.
Well, we gonna get into this little preview of this project. So the project is called Phoenix, and me and Cal were talking about this earlier today. He was like, we both were like, well, I wonder where he got the name Phoenix from. So where does that come from?
The name Phoenix comes from a situation that happened to me last year. I was opening for Bryson Tiller in Baltimore, and this was before I moved here because I moved down here like the end of last year, like December, like January. And somebody broke into my car, right, and stole my laptop.
Sound familiar, Cal? Does it sound familiar?
Same thing I'm going through, man.
All of my music from 2008, all the music that I created from 2008 up to that point in 2016,
I feel your pain.
was gone, right? And everybody kept like everybody wanted to be helpful. And they were like, oh, did you have Find My iPhone on it? I'd be like, yes, but if it's off, it doesn't help.
It ain't gonna pop up.
They're like, well, was it in the cloud? No, it wasn't. And if one more person asked me if all of my GarageBand stuff was in Logic files, these huge ass files were in the damn cloud. Right. You know how much I would be paying every month to keep this stuff in the cloud? Like,
all them wave files, like, wave files.
Yeah, that was.
Stuff is not in the cloud, okay? Stop asking me that.
Oh, man.
So people are like, oh, and right there, it was really, really hard. I swear this time last year, I was like, fuck music, I'm done. I quit. I'm done. Maybe I should be doing something else. Like, I was looking at real estate school.
Oh, you was picking a whole nother career path.
I was like, you know what? Fuck music. I'm trying to sell houses or something. Flip. I was watching HGTV. I was like, flip this house. That's me. That is me. I can do that. But somebody was just like, dude, like, I was listening at Steve Harvey, and because of all the other stuff that Steve Harvey has going on, it's hard, you'd be like, you don't want to take him serious. You don't want to give him credit for all the. You don't want to give him credit for your successes and shit like that. But Steve Harvey was just like, your talent and like your gift is the thing that you do better than most other people with the least amount of effort. And I was like, all right, musically, like, people have sent me tracks. And people have sent me tracks, and 15 minutes later, I'm sending them back the song that I recorded. They're like, "Who the fuck does that?" They're like,
very true.
That's so like most of the album, like I haven't. It's so bad that like after I recorded all of the project, right? My sister had to sit down and listen to all the lyrics for the songs and transcribe them and write them for me to send in copyrights for the songs. Because I freestyle the songs while I'm in the studio. I'm not writing it. I'm not going into the studio with my phone and rolling like this. I'm just going in the studio. I get the beat from my producer, and I'm like, all right, cool. Freestyle it, and then we go through the whole song, create the background vocals, and that's my process for writing. And people were just like, that's really fucking unheard of, especially to be a fucking R&B artist. I thought you had this shit written when you got here.
I mean, but whatever you feel, is what you feel.
But for me, it creates like the most organic experience for me because I go based strictly off of the emotion that I get from the beat. And if I don't feel anything, then I move on to the next track.
But how does that work? Being an R&B artist, just kind of doing it on the fly. Like it's different for a rapper because you know they freestyle and then just rhyming. But like it's different for an R&B artist because you think about harmonies, you think about all of that.
Honestly, like I think being a singer is not really any different than being a rapper. I think the delivery is different. I think your task at hand is no different. I honestly believe that I could go on Funk Flex, Five Fingers of Death, and if they played a track that I like, then I could fuck it up too. Like, cause that's just like where I feel like I stand, like lyrically amongst like, and I have like the kind of attitude that, as far as R&B artists, niggas don't write on the level that I write on. Like, just cause I don't write the same way, so it's just like everybody's like worried about being the best singer and things like that. And I feel like I can sing with like the best singers, you know, but at the same time, like lyrically is where I feel like I stand out the most.
That's dope.
Because Frank Ocean kind of like set that bar,
set that tone, that
where
bar.
You can be like, all right, cool. I can say shit that people normally wouldn't understand, and some people are actually gonna take the time to figure out what the fuck you're talking about.
So look, we're not gonna delay any longer.
Right.
We're gonna start getting into this EP. So we've
Let's
got the first track is called Law, but it's really like an intro, right?
Yeah, it's an intro, and the intro is me talking directly to somebody who probably won't like the song. She does not like the song at all.
Oh, she's heard the song.
She's heard the song.
Oh.
Because the song was kind of like a breakup song, because like I think every like successful musician has been in a place where somebody was like, all right, cool, I feel like your music is more important to me, right? And then you have to be honest as a musician and be like, it is. And
yeah, you do. You do have to be honest.
That's one of the roughest things to have to do to somebody, and be like, yo, my passion is more important than you. And I hate to have to say it to you, but you will never never be as important as this. So if you're not okay with coming second to this, and mostly this alone, then we'll never work. And she wasn't able to. So we probably
we gonna get into it, and
we're gonna talk about that. Cause
go ahead, Cal. Cal's got it. We are doing a live EP listening for Phoenix. Rob 7 in the building. We're gonna get into the first intro, not the full song. Intro. It's called Law. Let's go.
I need a shot. I need a shot. I can't lose my concentration. My dreams are my motivation, and I'm all out of patience. Cause I waited long enough, and my game is strong enough. There can't no haters slow me up now. So I'm just sending my condolences, cause here comes murder, then it's over with. Woo, 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 woo. Blowing up like a trap phone, ain't no way I ever turned down, and I never ever gave up, despite the times I got turned down. They be playing little games, scrimmages, I don't need to pill the brains, limitless, need a guy to light, I'm riding for my life, I'm up there dreaming all night, yeah. Feeling like a pepper rain in here. Feeling like when Kanye spit it through the white and got his Rockefeller chain in here. Beast. I don't want nobody killing my vibe right now. I'm high on life. Feels like I'm kissing the sky right now. Now I heard what you said when you said that you needed more from me. Problem there is nothing will ever mean more to me. Cause my kids in this dream, I got all the what you ask don't seem a lie. I know the truth be told, that everything else is second best. Gotta tell the truth, can't leave me guessing. I ain't that cold. I gotta regain my focus. Hope this don't leave you hopeless, but I gotta leave you alone. We're just getting started.
All right. Yeah.
We gotta amp you up for the project.
It's like a gradual thing.
Yeah, we gotta amp you up for the project. We gotta, like, I had to like start it like on a wave. Like, all right, cool. You wanna like you vibing to it. You listen to the joint in the car. You like, okay, this joint bangs. But it's like when somebody tells an upbeat story. Like, it's like a really sad story to an upbeat track.
Right.
It's like, it's really fucking mean of you to say.
Right.
So, like, I think that's like, that's one of my favorite lines in the song. It's like, that's one of my favorite lines in the song. It's feeling like a purple rain in here. Feeling like when Kanye spit it through the wire and got his Rockefeller chain in here. Like, niggas like, oh, okay. So
he might be talking about something. I might go to the next couple tracks.
right. So he might be, this nigga be like, oh, okay. Yeah, you might be able to keep my attention a little longer.
So speaking of which, we're gonna go to the next track. It's called Reciprocate. So a lot of people are already familiar with this. You've already released this song.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about it.
I'm at like 70,000 streams on this song so far. My manager has to remind me all the time that, like, because I've heard a song a million times does not mean it's old to the rest of the world.
Right.
He'd be like, nobody's heard it.
Right.
I'm like, it's got 70,000 streams. He was like, no. He was like, I bet you 7 people streamed the song 10,000 times a piece. I'm like,
it is possible.
He was like, just look at it like that. He was like, you got like millions of other people to reach. He was like, it's not old. He was like, this is the single we're going to run with. This is the one we pushing. So this is the one we're going to have the visual first. Of course, I want to create a visual for the entire project. But this is the one that everybody like in my camp wants to push because this is like my language. This one explains who I am as an artist and with my direction. So.
Well, we got a couple more people besides the 7 people that streamed it a couple of times. We got some more people in the audience, so we're gonna play this song, Reciprocate. We're gonna see how they feel about it. How about that?
Right, dope.
All right, DJ, go.
I'm not other guys, they can't do you like I do. Just so you know, but I'm sure you know, it's more than your body on the line. So I can't quit until it's time. And you ain't gotta ask for my permission. My thumbs are in position to give you 2 thumbs up and just stand for my opinion. Hold me down and I hold you up. Just know you play the card, I'm gon' call you bluff. So why you sitting here and you talking tough? I can tell you might have the hardest shell, but the softest touch. And if a nigga lame, he won't be afraid and walk away. Cause a strong woman to a grown man ain't intimidating. But queens ain't made for jokers. Not the last that throne would be appropriate for the likes of you. Just to tell the truth, and you ain't never gotta wait. I wonder what I think about you.
Yeah.
I think the studio audience like that. I think they might agree.
Thank you.
Well, hold on, Cal. Before we get into that, I was gonna let you ask your question and introduce the track.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna do that. I'm sorry, I was vibing.
Go ahead. He's like, wait, I want to hear the rest of it. Play.
I'm vibing. Like, skip to the next one.
I was vibing. For that track, like, well, how did you come up with the idea for that track when you heard the beat?
Well, I listened to it and I was just like, yo, like, I really, really gotta I got an opportunity here to like talk to like women, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, like, I'm a huge like black love advocate, right? And that might corner me in the market a little bit, but I'm fine with that, right? Because I'm a huge black love advocate. I feel like that's one of the most revolutionary things that you can do is that like love another black person like unconditionally to the like falling in love really means like loving a person like more than yourself, which is scary as hell, right? Mm-hmm. But if the feeling is mutual, then we meet on like a higher plane because I love you more than you love yourself and you love me more than yourself, which means that we're here, right? So that's the precipice of where you can be as far as a relationship goes, right? Now, I say if a nigga lame, he gonna be afraid and walk away, right? But a strong woman to a grown man ain't intimidated, right? So that's really where you separate boys from men, right? Because like you've had issues, you've had shit that you've been through, you've been hurt, things like that. Yeah, I get that. Cool. So what you want to talk about now? Like, I understand. I understand, like, you know, all that other shit, and I love you anyway. So let's keep walking. So that's kind of where I am.
Dope.
Grown man shit over here. Grown
man business, you know.
So we got another 2 tracks we're gonna get into. I'm gonna actually let Cal introduce this next track.
This is Clarion. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Clarion.
Clarion, Rob 7.
Clarion.
Royals. What it do, baby? Trail. Triple ringer got me swinging through the backwoods. Volume fingers singing this, I take them to the max jug. Pedal to the metal, that's my level, so it pass good. Alpha to my G's, I'm a seated with that, my pack's good. Little bit conceited, I'm way too prideful for help. And I'm so damn nonchalant that I probably don't need myself. And y'all play action stars till it's all there in 3D. Curry off the pick, crazy shit when it's a green screen. You might think you ballin', you might say you ballin'. If I can't swear to God you lying, don't know what to call it. My daddy told me, secure yourself. Remember grown ass men don't kiss and tell. And if you win, you ain't gotta brag. Cause only insecure people need the flash. And though these clowns were meant to make you laugh, they're likely jealous of the crown that you have. You and I living this double life, looking in the mirror, silence getting louder. I can't even hear now. It's like I'm living.
Yeah, I like that.
Right when you get into the hook.
Cut it off. That's all. Cut it off.
Give him the whole song.
Cut it off. You can't give you the whole damn song.
You're gonna have to wait for that.
So this is actually one of the songs that we posted actually on our Instagram, the live version.
Right.
Talk a little bit about that performance. What was that like? That was at Music Room, right?
Yeah, it was. I think, but shout out to Elway and the Cream Crew for having me a part of that show. It was a really, really dope show. Clarion is just an opportunity for me to be like, all right, cool. You know what? People be like, oh, you're not a rapper, you're a singer. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, let me talk my shit a little bit. So, you know, that's where we get into the lyricism. So I was talking to my brother Kwame, who I dedicated this project to. So who like really just like believed in me more than I believed myself. Like, and he was just like, dude, like, I know you're saying it's lyrical, but like what are you talking about? He was like, I'm listening to it, I hear the lyrics, but you know, what the fuck does any of it mean? So curry off the pick crazy shit when it's a green screen. I was like, y'all play action stars till it's all there in 3D. Curry off the pick crazy shit when it's a green screen, right? He was like, yeah. I mean, what does that mean? I'm like, cool. I was like, action stars, green screen. He was like, yeah, I get that. I was like, all right, cool. So what the hell does? I was like, curry off the pick crazy shit when it's a green screen. I was like, who sets the screens for Steph Curry in the league? He was like, Draymond Green. I was like, yeah. He was like, nigga, that's hard. He was like, he was like, wow. He was like, nah, lyrically, he was like, dude, that's crazy shit. And it's some punches in the second. It's punches in the second verse. You know, the third verse, you know, the world itself is broken. I thought it was just my window. And people were like, it's some shit in this song. You really gonna have to listen to it. Like, but that's all through the project. I'm gonna do that to you. You gonna?
I see.
That's, in Baltimore, they voted me Mr. Hear Me Now, Understand Me Later.
Oh, so like, that's appropriate. That's definitely appropriate.
People coming up to me like, yo, I just got that line. That shit was hard.
I've been listening to it, but I like, just heard you.
The song's been out since last November. I'm glad.
Y'all late as hell.
Right. I'm glad you understand it though. So, you know, I'm cool with being that guy though. So
I like it.
Andre 3000 has been that guy for a long time.
Yeah, and it's very refreshing to hear because it's something that's not really being done right now.
Right.
No.
Definitely refreshing to hear.
Right. I appreciate it.
Definitely. Cal, what is the next song?
Exodus, the next track off of Phoenix. Let's get into it.
I just hope that all the lights are green. On my way out of town, and I hope that I can find some peace. This time around, I just hope that all the lights are green. On my way out of town, and I hope that I can find some peace. This time around, tears on my sleeve where I normally keep my heart at. I'm all in, no plan for a fallback. If this were a movie, this here would be the part that everybody screams at the screen like, oh God, no, no, no. You don't wanna go that way, but I can't hear them, I'm not even listening, cause they're in reality while I live in fiction. At least that's the way it seems. This ain't the way I dream, but more than a nightmare, far more than a slight scare. The feeling is hopeless, the mutual. You love me far less than you've ever known. I think it's too time to say goodbye. I realize some things just fall apart. I leave you with a portion of my heart. When I depart, I just hope that all the lights are green. On my way out of town.
So Exodus. I like it.
Exodus really tells the story of how I ended up in Atlanta to begin with. Because Mike Sims, this jacket is Mike Sims.
Hello,
so
Mike
shout
Sims
out to
in the
Mike
building.
Sims. So Mike Sims is a stylist extraordinaire. And Kwame and Rainey all met me like around the same time, right? Because Kwame introduced me to them like as soon as he met me. And that was like late last year. And Exodus really tells the story of how I ended up in Atlanta. And like if you've ever been going somewhere, right, and you really need to get there, like you late for work,
Yeah.
you'd be like, man, I really hope all the lights are green on the way there. So that was my attitude when getting out of Baltimore. It was like, man, I've seen people greater than me, seen people more talented than me, stuck in this place and they never get out. And I was like, man, that can't be me. And I refused to let it be. So I was like, cool, I got this job. And as soon as my job said I could work remotely, and I was like, nah.
If that wasn't the green light,
right? $2,200, my car, all of my clothes in the back of my car, and they know I used to drive this pickup truck. Right now, I got a Maxima, but the pickup truck, I had all of my stuff in this pickup truck when they met me, and they were like, where are you sleeping at? I'd be like, sometimes I'm sleeping right here.
Right here.
In the car. Because I just got here 2 days ago. And they're like, you really were dedicated to like getting here. Yeah, I was. And that was my attitude about getting out of Baltimore and making something out of this dream. So I had to do it. But I had to leave there first in order to make it happen, because Baltimore is not the scene, not right now. You think about Baltimore and people think about The Wire. They don't think about R&B singers, even though we've had Mario and Drew Hill come out of Baltimore.
Yeah, I was going to say Drew Hill.
Yeah, Drew Hill and Mario are both from Baltimore.
And I would like to co-sign the pickup truck because it used to kill me in the parking space. I'd be like, yo.
You used to be mad about this pickup truck.
Fuck.
H-like, this is the pickup truck. Somebody get the pickup truck.
It's like, whose huge ass fucking truck is this
yelling,
taking
whose
up
truck
two
is
spaces?
Walked out.
The killer was that it didn't fit. Like, it was big, so it would be out.
Oh, it will be on the street. You walking here mad.
That's dope. I congratulate you on stepping it up to the maximum.
So, look, we are here with Rob 7. We are doing the live listening sneak peek of the EP Phoenix that drops tomorrow. Shout out everybody that's tuned in. Live Hip Hop Daily, Rip TV, Fleet TV. Shout out our studio audience in the building. Look, we're going to take a short break. That was the first half of the project. I hope you guys are paying attention. If you guys want to follow him on Instagram at Rob7, that's with SE7EN Music. Yep. So follow him. We're going to get into one of our leaked videos for this evening. It does come from Mariah Lynn. It is called Too Much Money in the Bank. We'll be back. Your girl, Karen Michelle, DJ Cal in the building. And, of course, Rob 7, exclusive Phoenix listening party. We'll be back.
Yeah, it is. Keep it plugged.
What up, y'all? We are back live. LivehiphopDaily.tv, the plug. I done took Cal's job. Cal looked at me like, bitch. Go ahead, Cal.
That's what I like to do. Welcome back to the Plug Radio. DJ Kelly Super Cameron Show. We're here with our special edition of the Plug Radio. Rob 7. This is the listening party before it drops tomorrow. Drops tomorrow, Phoenix.
Just drove by that quick.
I'm saying, dang, disrespectful.
Did you feel it?
I felt it. So look, we are
strong ass motorcycle.
we are in the middle of the EP listening for Rob 7 for the new project that comes out tomorrow. Phoenix. So we're gonna get right into the next track. It's called House Party. So let's talk about it.
House party. It's a house party. That's it.
Oh,
it's
well,
a house party.
Shit, turn up.
It's a house party. You gotta listen to the hook to the joint though. This joint.
Okay.
Yeah, I was playing this joint earlier. It's dope.
This is a turn up joint.
All right, Cal, let's go.
It's a chill. Video, like, nigga be sitting there chilling and shit.
Faded like OT, squad full of OGs. I'm a ball till I die like coaches. Bridge gap, so you know it's team no sleep. If it's no beef, keep calm and it won't be. Left the whip running like I'm Bonnie Rebel. I'm about to stunt like a body double. One mic, so this can't be hype. Haters looking like this can't be life. Keep the tab running like a treadmill. 10 shots, but I pass on the X pill. Selfish nigga, so I'm whipping in the sports car. My homie mixing got the Sprite like a porn star. Right now I'm way too drunk. Right now I'm way too drunk. Right now in this party with my niggas got me faded off the liquor. Shawty in my section like she know me.
Like tomorrow. I like that though.
Yeah,
that is a nice little chill.
It's a little.
I'm just trying to be in the corner. Me and Cal gonna be in the cut. Just
shoulders.
pan over. We're gonna go do the little snap shit.
Little shoulders and shit.
So look, we got the next track. It's called Amazing. Talk about it. It's motherfucking amazing.
Amazing.
So, I don't have words
I
for it.
should have known. God damn
I
it.
don't have words for it.
Let's
Amazing.
go, Cal.
Yeah. Last night, and now, 'cause here in these moments, you're barely aware of your greatness. If I haven't told you so lately, you're amazing. I never could have dreamed that you'd be mine. Every day I fall for you, and I can feel the love get deeper. I fall for you, and
So I hear a lot of DMV influence a little bit in your voice, sir.
Yeah, that vibrato
It's
probably.
very
That vibrato.
I don't like comparing people to other people because everybody has their own unique sound. But I do hear kind of like a Drew Hill Tank mix-esque to your
You
style.
know what's funny is that Derek Jackson is like one of my friends, and he was listening like the unofficial song for his live, right, is Reciprocate. So now he's playing the song, and people are like, oh, it sounds kind of like Tank. That's what people are saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now a lot more people watch his live than people watch mine, right? Because, he's got like 670,000 followers. You got a couple followers or whatever. But, but a lot more people watch his lives, right, than mine. But when he goes to mentioning me on his live, people are like, oh, man, he sounds like Tank. They like him. He like, nah, this nigga sound better than Tank. I'm like, don't be putting the
Wait a
don't
minute.
put the pressure on me like don't be putting
Wait
the
a
pressure
minute.
on me like that. Tank B done came down here and challenged me to a sing-off or something at the damn Phillips Arena and shit. Embarrassed me in the streets. I don't want those problems.
Look, we don't want no R&B
I don't want
beef.
those problems.
RBV.
I
R&B
don't want
beef.
those problems. But Tank is definitely my idol. Dude, like, Tank and Craig David. I think if you put Tank and Craig David together,
Craig David, absolutely.
That's my style of music. But
we're not gonna talk about Kels right now.
come on,
Too
man.
soon.
You can't talk about R. Kelly
Too
or
soon.
Usher, man. Leave them out of discussions right now,
Too
okay?
soon.
We know what music they made. We don't talk about them right now, okay? They done took Bill Cosby's star off the Walk of Fame. We're not talking about him.
So, look, Cal, what's the next song that we got coming up, man? We got 2 more songs.
NYOU.
It's called NU.
NU.
Yeah, so this joint's just smooth. Like, it's a smooth ass song. Like, it's actually my favorite song on the project. This is just a smooth fucking song. Like,
Let's get it.
Royals, check it out. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just like one of those things that you do, you know. Trapped in your bliss, heaven's intermission from the everyday hell I live. I can't believe this. Dreams come to fruition. I'm praying that it stays like this. I know.
Wait for that one.
Ooh. Ooh. I like.
that joint's
Right.
you know.
You did mention R. Kelly earlier,
Yeah,
it does,
hey,
but
there
we
you go.
can't talk about
Yeah,
it now.
you know, there you go.
Now it's in my
For
mind.
the fellas, for the fellas, man, you put the song on for your ladies.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
That's the one.
You're welcome.
That is the one. That goes on the slow jam
You
mix.
look at the camera and be like, "You're welcome. You're welcome."
That's the one.
So, Cal, we got one more. What's the other one that we got?
It's called Yeah.
So talk a little before we get into it. Talk a little bit about
So
this is the conclusion of the
It's
project.
the conclusion of the project. I say that at the end of the song. And really, it's kind of like the separating factor for the entire journey. And it's really just me embracing like love in the relationship itself, and talking about how much you level up once you finally get into happy relationships. Once you're in a happy relationship and you're finally able to focus on and the relationship itself isn't something that you have to focus on. You can focus energy so much more everywhere else. Like one of my friends is, I heard a quote from a millionaire. And we're like, how did you become so successful? He was like, well, dude, I got married at like 22. And he was like, I'm like, how does that help?
Right.
He's like, dude, like my wife helped me make $22 million. He's like, because when it was just me stuffing envelopes, when I was an attorney in Ohio, like chasing ambulances, and I was stuffing envelopes, she was the one that was there with me at night stuffing envelopes. Because I got 1,200 done at night instead of 600. So he's like, she doubled my profitability. And
not to cut you off, but I wouldn't be here if I wasn't with my wife, man. She got us in
Look,
this
shout out
spot.
Mrs. Live Hip Hop
hey,
Daily.
look, no, I'm telling you, people be leveling up when they get in these relationships, man. So I'm definitely a person who advocates for relationships as long as it's healthy and it's pushing you forward. Fuck what other people say. You're gonna lose like 3 followers. You're gonna lose like 3 followers, but that was 3 like hating chicks that wasn't really about nothing, right? And they mad because you finally in a relationship. Well, where was you this whole time?
Right.
Like, where was you this whole time
Right.
when I was looking for a relationship?
When I was looking.
You was over there looking at me looking for a relationship. So look somewhere else. Like
So we're going to get into the track. It's called Yeah. Let's go, Cal.
Whoa, yeah. What I believe, what I believe, what I believe. I believe in chivalry, unicorns, democracy, and real love. provides love, I got emotions too. I never wanna lose you, baby. The thought alone might drive me crazy. I do whatever I can do for you. I love you, I know that this isn't news to you. You're my little butterfly, you're my ladybug, I'm your lucky number.
It's definitely a project you got to play on the
Hello?
first date.
Hello?
Set the whole mood.
Set the mood for the rest of the relationship.
You got to set the whole mood.
Man, I
Dope.
honestly just wanted to create a project like, cause this is not like my full length project, like, so it's not like I had like a bunch of time to like, you know, get stuff. This is one of those CDs where you're like, well, that escalated quickly. But so for me, I just wanted to like say as much as I possibly could say within 7 songs, like, cause that was the goal I set out. I was like, all right, cool, I'm only gonna do 7 songs. They'd be like, when is the project gonna be available? 7 p.m. on 11/11. They'd be like, oh, okay. How much does it cost? $7.77. That's how much it costs. So, you know, we're just trying to keep the flow of everything, and the idea was to just make it to the point that you could play this CD while you clean your house and not have the urge to go back to the phone to skip something, right?
Right.
So that's the goal, and you know, I played it while my mom is always like the best judge, because my mom was like a record promoter. She did promotions for Luther Vandross and things like that. So if I can play songs without my mother going, turn that mess off, then like
That is key.
then I know that I'm really, really like on to something. And then especially if she comes back and she's like, what was that song that was just on? I'm like, that was my song. I feel like my mom still doesn't know that I make music.
It's
Like,
just, it hasn't like settled in yet.
yeah, because my mom would be like, whose song was that? I'd be like,
It was me.
that was my song.
Mom,
She'd be like, you don't sound like that. I'd be like, yes, I do.
Have you
She'd be
ever
like,
heard
oh,
me
well,
sing?
yeah.
boy, when did you start singing? I don't even
She'd be
remember.
like, you just started singing like that? She was like, oh, I don't know. She was like, I was going to play that song for something else. I'm like,
Wait a minute.
hey, Ma, don't you ever get to talking about playing one of my songs, like the last song, and you, like she was like, that's a smooth song. She was like, you know, I'm only a year into my marriage. I was like,
Oh,
Ma,
man.
you know what?
Too
We're
much
not gonna talk about
information,
this. I'm
Mom.
not going to talk
Way
about
too
this,
much.
okay? And you will not use my damn song
Right.
for whatever that is, devious purposes that you have in mind.
Well, as a whole, I love the project. What you think about the project,
Yes,
Hal?
this is dope. This is dope. Definitely dope. Make sure y'all go get this. This is dope. Like I said, play it on the first date. You gonna set the whole mood.
Look, Cal about to put it in his car right now. You already
I
know.
need to, because his mom is probably like, when are you going to get your life together?
He's at that point. He's at that point.
When is the way?
He might be at that point. So, look, this has been exclusive listening for Phoenix, the EP that comes out tomorrow. Let the people know how they can get this EP.
Okay, so I decided that I was going to do some Big Baller Brand bullshit. Big Baller
Boss
Brand
up
shit.
or whatever.
So, and this is just really me using my platform to talk about some shit. iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, they don't pay artists what they're worth. You never get the money that you're supposed to get off of your project. So, the first 2 weeks of my project, you will not be able to find it on iTunes, Spotify, or anything like that. You'll only be able to find it on Bandcamp and directly on my website, rob7.com,
Very smart.
ROBSE7EN.com. Now, later, if you want to find it on streaming sites and things like that, now I will, for the people that are really, really loyal to me, I will put it on SoundCloud with a direct link to my website to purchase it if you want to support. But in the meantime, streaming sites really don't pay us what we're supposed to get. And, you know, until that relationship changes, my project releases will probably be like this. Just because I worked hard for the project. I put it together. I wrote all the songs. I recorded them. I mixed them, mastered them. So why do they get more money than me?
You've got a point. You can always come over to Tape Hustlers, but we're going to talk about that later. We're going to talk about that a little later. You can always come over to Tape Hustlers. We'll take care of that for you. So for everybody that wants to follow you, stalk you, you're in a relationship, so I don't want to get you in trouble. However, I do have to make the rundown. Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Black Planet, Christian Mingles, for singles only, for farmers only, casual encounters,
BlackPeopleMeet.com.
plenty of fish. I need all that so they can stalk you, man.
Rob7 Music everywhere, man. It's ROBSE, the number 7EN music everywhere. I'm not hard to find. I'm a Visa, MasterCard. I'm everywhere you want to be. I'm everywhere. You never there. I'm never scared. So that's kind of how I operate. If you want to find me, put a bat signal in the sky. I'll show up. As far as like the music goes, artists that are looking to collaborate, artists that need writers and things like that, writers, producers, I'm good for that too. So let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. So I'm available, and you know, the next step is to try and get on a major tour with a major artist and like try to make some different moves. But in the meantime, creating dope music and you know, fucking shit up and leaving like the typical Aries that I am. So we come, fuck shit up, and leave. So
which you did today. So thank you for coming and dropping off this amazing project. Just like we said earlier, tomorrow, everybody get it tomorrow. You can get it directly from him or on Bandcamp, the Phoenix EP that drops tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it again, tomorrow.
One more shout out to my brother. Kwame Kweku, who like believed in me way more than I believe in myself, who is the reason why I'm still in Atlanta, who is the reason why I'm here at Live Hip Hop Daily. You know, amazing dude. I miss him crazy amounts. I argue with him like I argue with my own brother. Like, and I tell people all the time, he got on my nerves, but he pushed me to be where I am. And from here forward, I'm doing everything like he would have done it, and I'm moving like he would have moved. So I get up now at 5 o'clock in the morning because this nigga was always up at 5 o'clock.
Up at 5 at the gym.
But I hate it.
By the way,
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it no less than when he was here. But it's a lot easier to stand once you start doing it and you continue doing it. So now everything that we do is for that guy. And shout out to H and Mike Sims and Brainy and everybody who's been here through the entire process. Everybody knows, you know, my relationship with the dude. And, you know, I really just, I'm not going to cry because gangsters don't cry.
It's okay, you light skin.
But gangsters don't follow instructions either, so. She said I'm light skinned.
You get like a little pass.
People get their thighs out and they just, you know what? People get their thighs out for one night and they just now I'm light skinned. You know what? It's fine. I appreciate it. I'm an R&B singer, so I guess technically I could.
You
cry,
get a pass,
but I'm not going to.
You'll get more girls. You will. I'm telling you now.
What am I gonna do with that?
I don't know.
Get in trouble. Exactly.
I keep trying to get him in trouble. I'm sorry.
See, you know what? Stop trying it. You're trying to get me in trouble, okay? I'm gonna keep a straight face, look directly at the camera. I can't give her no attention. In the meantime, I really, really appreciate y'all giving me like the time, and y'all sitting in and listening with me. Everybody that's here, shout out to everybody that's live, listening to the project. So I'm looking forward to doing events after this and seeing what other people think about the project. Thank y'all so much for having me. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And, you know, y'all have an awesome night.
Well, you're not going nowhere yet, but we'll just stay right here. Oh. So we're going to get to Cal. What you got going on, man? Plug the people in.
I had to shut it down. I'm getting ready to head over to J-Bar. J-Bar Duluth, Pleasant Hill, not that far. About to head over there right now. Turn it up.
That shit is 35 minutes away.
Right now. If you're not doing that tomorrow night, I'll be at Stars and Strikes, Stone Mountain, Industrial Boulevard. So,
right.
There it is. Right DJKellySmith.com. Follow me at DJ Kelly Smith. There it is.
He's talking about this 29 minutes. He's talking about it's about 25. And GPS says it's 29.
At 35.
With traffic
in real life.
40-minute drive.
In real fucking life. You guys, like we said earlier, Live Hip Hop Daily, Fleet TV, and of course RIP TV. If you miss any part of this, you can always catch it on Fleet TV or RIP TV. As your girl Carrie Michelle, each and every first Tuesday, we're at Magic City. You going to Magic?
Oh man.
See, we'll talk about it off air. Each and every first Tuesday in Magic City, we do have an artist takeover. It's called Hustlers Only. Shout out Live Hip Hop Daily, Tape Hustlers, QT Entertainment, everybody that puts on the event. If you guys want to get on the event and perform for free at Magic City, hit us up at the Plug Radio ATL, at Live Hip Hop Daily, at Tape Hustlers, or at Carrie QTENT. It has been another episode of The Plug, man. This is season 10, episode 2. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm keeping track now. I'm keeping track, H, because last time we just made that up last time. So I'm keeping track this time. Season 10, episode 2. Thank you so much for coming through, Rob 7. But before we get him out of here, I like to, y'all heard all the good music. There's a lot of amazing things that can happen in the studio, a lot of tweaks and, change your voice to sound like Whitney Houston if you want to in the studio. Right. But they don't really know if you can really sing. Right. So we're going to close the show out. We're going to let you sing whatever you would like to sing. Just a little snippet of something. Okay. I'm going to get out your way. I'm going to get my thighs out your way.
Nah, you fine. You fine.
And then we're going to close out the show with Rob 7, y'all. It's been another episode of The Plug. Each and every Friday, Live Hip Hop Daily. Rob 7.
Smoldering your body on the line, so I can't quit until it's time. And you ain't gotta ask for my permission. My hands are in position to give you 2 thumbs up and just stand for my opinion. Hold me down and I'll hold you up. Just know you play the card, I'm gonna call you bluff. So while you sitting here and you talking tough, I can tell you might have the hardest shell but the softest touch. And if a nigga lame, he gon' be afraid and walk away. Cause a strong woman to a grown man ain't intimidating. But queens ain't made for jokers. Nothing less than a throne would be appropriate for the likes of you. Just tell the truth. You can hit a rest on the CD, man. Holla at me. Y'all have a good night.